to another episode of my FM20 Say with Rapid Bucharesti. The last time we guys met each other was at the second game against Basel, when we were knocked out of the Europa League 2 or the Europa League Conference. That was on the 25th of August. In the last 6 days of that transfer window, a lot has happened. So let's start with the outs. First of all, Amir Yorza is loaned out to Ripensia because he won't get any first team football this year at our club, and there was not enough time to actually sell him. So I thought let's give him a shot there, and maybe he returns. He will be good enough, or I doubt it, and then we could sell him anyway. So after that, Popadiuk, who was out on loan last year, didn't really get played by Sepsi. Got sold to CS Miovini. He wasn't gonna get a chance at our club. I think he came in on a free. He did, so to get 240k for him is a really good piece of business in my opinion. So really happy with that deal as well. And then the last out is a little bit of a surprise. I wasn't looking to sell him, but Tano has left the club to Universitatea Cluj for 150k. He was already 32 years old, so to still get he left for 175k, sorry, so to still get that kind of money for a 32-year-old, I was happy with, and I think we got someone in that is actually better than him. And also we had Stefan Philippe, the youngster as well, who was getting to the same level. So let's take a look at the ins. First off, that replacement that I was talking about, Mihai Popescu, a center back. He's 3 years younger, and he's Romanian, and he's just a little bit better than Tano was. So yeah, happy to get him in. He isn't really featuring in our first team plans, but he's on a lot less money. And again, he's Romanian. But he's a good backup. Philippe is now taking that first team position from Tano. So let's take a look at the next two, and I gotta say, I'm not really sure if these next two are just nostalgia signings or signings that can actually be important for us, but let's take a look at them. First off is Carl Jenkinson, of course, ex-Arsenal, right back. We needed a right back backup, so I was looking through the free agents, and then I saw Jenkinson, and I thought, well, why look for a backup if we can get someone in that's actually better than Georgescu? So we did. Jenkinson was actually happy to come play for us. I was very surprised, but I'm very happy to get him in. I think he can really do a good job for us. For now, he's still trying to get his match fitness up, so he's playing a little bit for the for the second team. But he will feature for us a lot, I think. And the last player is, for me, especially a nostalgia signing, because he played for my favorite club, which is Ajax, and is Ryan Babel. I mean, in real life right now, he was at Ajax, and he wasn't, in my opinion, wasn't good enough anymore to play with the first team, but look at his attributes. He is very good for the first team of our team here. When you look at the scout report, it says he is the best left winger. I'm a little bit torn between him and Pintea, but either way, if he is a little bit worse than Pintea, then he is the only backup, because Quio is a center mid, of course. So he's the only real backup. So I thought it was a really good piece of business as well. A lot of experience coming in, and I think he can really do a good job for us as well. So that was all the transfers. Let's take a look at the matches in between. It was a lot of mixed results. Of course, this game is the last game that you saw, the 2-2 against Basel. After that, we lost to CFR Cluj at home. Pinter scored our only goal, but then after that they scored twice. Then we came back to winning ways against Politehnica. Yashi safer with the 2 goals. After that, a draw at home against FC Botoshani, which was really disappointing, because Botoshani, as well as Politehnica, are 2 of the clubs that got promoted this year. So to get a draw against them at home was really disappointing, because we need all the points we can get if we want to qualify for Europe again. And even more disappointing was the game against Chindia at home as well. We lost 1-0 to a goal from Kashkini in the 15th minute. And the last game was against Ripensia, a 2-0 win away from home. Ryan Babel's first goal for us. So really happy for him to get his goal. I mean, it was a penalty, but it's a goal. Every goal is a goal. So today it's time for the game against Austria Giurgiu for the Romanian Cup 5th round. This is one of the harder draws that we could have gotten. As you may remember, we beat them last year in the cup. Where is it? It's in the semifinals actually. We drew the away leg 1-1 and we won the home leg 4-3. So if we could win 4-3 again, I would be very happy indeed. But let's take a look at the team. Firstly, let's take a look at where we are in the league. We are in 4th, which is pretty good. We're only 3 points off the top, but then, as you see, CFR Cluj do have a game in hand, as do Craiova, and Giurgiu and Vitru even have 2 games in hand. But then, on the other side, there are a couple of teams like Stoja and Botoshani that have played a game more than us. So there's not really yet a lot to say about it, but I think we're in a pretty good position. Worst case scenario, we drop down to sixth, which is still good enough for the championship group, so would still give us a shot to qualify for Europe. But yeah, we want to reach the highest possible, of course. So right now, let's take a look at the game against Giurgiu. And the first team that's going to start for us, Labrovic is still not happy because he wanted to leave, of course. Jenkinson, Malo, Philippe and Brikeak, Mikael and Kesep, Pinter and Babel, Labo and Lambulic. We've also struggled a lot with injuries. As you can see, Lambulic has just come back from an injury, Labo as well. Same goes for Pintea, but Pintea is not fit enough yet. And also Kuyao is injured, so we had a lot of injuries to our first team players, which I think played a huge part in why we dropped so many points in the last couple of games. Luckily, at least our 2 strikers are back right now. Bajan also just coming back from an injury. Biscuit's not really that important yet. As you can see, Kuyo is still injured for 5 to 11 days. Mandinga is injured. Andronacho we used a couple of times and he just came back from injury. Here is Bintea as well. So yeah, we really struggled a lot with injuries in the last couple of weeks, but I'm happy to say that a lot of them are coming back right now or in the coming week. So it's time for the match against Austria Giurgiu. Let's see what we can do. Let's hope for the best. I really do hope we can have another cup run this season, maybe even win it again, but that's getting ahead of myself a lot because that's still really far away. We're only in the 5th round right now. Let me just quickly take a look at what the board is expecting from us. They are expecting to reach the quarterfinals, which is, I think, that we need only 1 win, not 2 wins. So we need to win this match and then another one, and then we reach the quarterfinals to reach our board objectives. Mikael with a free kick here, and it's already almost a goal in 7 minutes. A great free kick by Mikael. He has shown us earlier in the season as well that his free kicks are very good indeed. And we got a corner. Kasep takes it. Malo has the ball but shoots it just over the goal. Another fun fact about Malo is that he just surpassed Labo who has played the most games for us. He's at 117 right now, I think. Maybe this is 118 even. Labo, of course, he was injured, so he could not defend his record, so to say. Both of them are playing right now, but yeah, that's why Malo overtook him. So Malo is now our most capped player indeed. And Austria have a chance here, and they hit the crossbar, and luckily it's worked away for a throw-in. But yeah, I really enjoy those kind of facts, those breaking records, stuff like that, and to see that a player that we have currently in the squad and is still a first team player breaks the record for the most matches for us is for me really good. And Lambulic here with a chance, and it's offside. I was already celebrating, but sadly it's offside. But yeah, to have 2 players in the running for who has played the most matches is really good for me. Molo is a little bit on the older side. Labo is only 26 or maybe 27 at the time, so he can play a lot more for us. So interesting to see who will get the most matches for us in the end. But right now, Astra have the chance here. Ali Betch plays it to the right hand side to David with a cross, but it's headed away, and Mikael heads it away even further to Brighton Labo. He could give a through ball, and he does so to Lambulic, 1-on-1 with the keeper, and a great save by the keeper. Kitanov, the keeper, was also the sole reason that kept Astra in the semi-finals for so long last season, because if it wasn't for the keeper, then we would have beaten them by way more. And he has already pulled off 2 good saves in this match already after not even half an hour. Osprey here with a chance on the left hand side. George has the ball, crosses it. Begway a little bit too far for Begway, and George heads it over the goal. So it's a little bit, the match is going up and down the field. Both of the teams having a little bit of a few chances, not too much. Brighton Labo scores a goal, but I already thought that was offside, and indeed it is. Pinter, of course, with the header onto the crossbar, and then Labo had a tap in, but it was offside. Labrovic with the goal kick, he's taken it far to Brighton Labo, who can head it further, but sadly it doesn't reach a teammate. K-Step does have the ball right now, but his pass isn't accurate enough either, and Astra can count here. Bagway with the ball, can he come up with a cross? He can't, because Philippe takes it off of him, and Babel picks it up, passes to Kesa, back to Babel, to Brikiak. He tried to give a long ball forward, but nobody there to receive it. And now Austria have a really great chance, and they've scored it as well. Marko Mrvaljovic in the 40th minute gives Austria the lead. Very disappointing indeed. We do still have the entire second half to do something about it. We don't really have the first half anymore. There is already the halftime whistle, so we have only 45 minutes left. And I do expect to see a much better showing from the players, because I expect us to win, because I think we have a much better team than Astra. But right now we are losing, and as it stands right now, we would be knocked out of the cup. But as I said, we have 45 minutes, so let's see what we can do in that second half. Kasep has the ball here immediately after the restart, but sadly we lose it, and Astra might counter again here. Mrvaljovic again, 1-on-1 with the keeper, and that's 2-0. Yeah, what to do. Let's go a lot more attacking immediately, a lot more direct as well, because we're just too many passes are just not connecting. So that might be a big reason why we're 2 goals down right now. So my thought process is, if we give more balls forward, then of course it's a little bit more of a risk, but there are less passes to be played. And Bagway here with the 3-0, and I think that's a knockout blow already. Let's make a substitution. Let's see if that works a little bit safer. In for Pinter, and Babel off for Drakikenu. Safer and Drakikenu, two substitutes from last season who played a really important part in us winning the cup last year. So let's see if they can help us out again here. Only half an hour to go. I don't think we're gonna score 3 more goals, but it would be good to score at least 1 to keep us in the game and keep our dignity. Lambudic here heads it just over the crossbar, and Astra get a goal kick. So it doesn't really look like it's gonna happen today. We aren't at our best right now. I can't really blame the injuries anymore, because they're not really there right now. Jenkinson with the ball. It ends up at Labo, gives to Mikael to save on the right hand side. Can he give a cross? He can, because he is tackled by Dima, and Astra can counter again here. George has the ball, goes past his opponent, gives a through ball to Mrvaljovic again, and that should have been 4-0. But luckily Labrovic keeps a little bit of our dignity and works it away for a corner kick. Bagway to take it, and it's headed away by Malo. Mrvaljovic picks it up though. To the right side to Alibaj, heads it to the middle, but nobody there. And we can... I was gonna say we can try to play out from the back, but then we panicked and just kicked it straight over the sidelines. So as I said, I was hoping to get at least 1 goal, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It looks like we're going to get battered 3-0 at home against Astra Giorgio. Maybe here one last chance in the 89th minute. Brikiak with the throw into Drakikenu. Back to Brikiak with the cross. Labo just can't reach it. Kesa picks up the loose ball. Drakikenu, and it's wide of the post, and we can't even get it on target. So I'm sorry to have shown you guys this game instead of one of the wins, but I was really hoping that we could win this one. So right now the only thing we have to focus on for the rest of the entire season is the league. We've got nothing else to play for anymore. So that's not a good thing at all, obviously. So let's try to make the most of it, and let's try to at least show you guys the most important games. And the next important game, I think, is gonna be against Universitatea Craiova. Of course, Stoja as well is important, but that's too close, I think. So let's do the match against Craiova next. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.